What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel here on Boy Productions, and Boy Productions presents Nerdy Notes. My name is BK. I hope all of you are doing very well. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about my general nerdy impressions on the new 911 Nashville show. I know this is a little late, but I want to point out some things, just generally speaking, mainly from the pilot, as this show is located in Nashville. And starting off with the 911 call center, they are just focusing on Kimberly Williams, the actress that portrays Cammy, just the one person right now in the call center, but also the tech within the call center in terms of the touch screens, the keyboard, having access to video as she's helping the people calling in, sending the video to seeing the girl flying through the kite. That's not something that is in 911. That's not something that's in 911 Lone Star. Then also having the makeup of the team in terms of how the paramedic is based on this particular team of 911 Nashville. They have an actual in-house doctor, in-house physician that is also a firefighter. That is a choice that is different from 911 Lone Star, as they had a team of paramedics go with them on calls and individual calls. And then on 911, the original show that's still on now, they have the paramedics that are also firefighters. Of course, they have the story arc of Henrietta that went through the arc of becoming a doctor, but she decided ultimately not to do that. Having that choice in terms of the doctor being on the team of the firefighter of the team House 113, interesting and different choice there, as they need to keep things different. Of course, the team is led by Chris O'Donnell's character, who is the lead, who plays Don. He is the captain of this house, and then his son is also a lieutenant. And then they introduce this long lost son, so to speak, that comes in as well. And then there's going to be some type of manipulation as he enters the firehouse. So we'll see how that goes. And then also at the top of the show, we see the episode. We hear and see someone singing, and her name is Haley Kilgore, the actress that plays Taylor, and she's singing, and obviously she is an aspiring artist on the show. Now, off the show, off camera, Haley Kilgore is an accomplished singer, and she is actually a Tony-nominated performer. At a very young age, at the age of 19, she was nominated for a Tony on Broadway for Best Performance by an Actress in a Lead Role back in 2018. On the Broadway, for the Broadway show Once on This Island. Her character was T.I. Moan, and she is Tony nominated, so she's multi-talented. And again, they're leaning into the Nashville of it all. And then one of the big things that really leans into the Nashville of it all, it's a small detail that maybe some of you know about, maybe some of you don't know about, and that is LeAnn Rimes being not only a regular on the show, as many of you know, that she is an accomplished country artist herself as a musician with many albums and Grammys and awards. But when you first see LeAnn Rimes' character, she's listing all of these names of these great artists. She's listing Reba, she's listing Carrie Underwood, Winona, Shania Twain, Miley Cyrus. And two of those artists, her character mentioned, LeAnn Rimes has actually collaborated with off camera prior to this show ever coming to be. Starting off with Reba McEntire. LeAnn Rimes and Reba McEntire collaborated together on a song back in 2007. And the name of the song is called When You Love Someone Like That. That song is on Reba McEntire's 2007 duet album, and it's on LeAnn Rimes' Family album. Another artist that LeAnn Rimes' character mentioned is Winona, and they have also collaborated together for a performance, actually two performances. The most recent one is back in 2023, where LeAnn Rimes and Wynonna performed at the 2023 Country Music Awards for a tribute to Lynyrd Skynyrd. And then way back in 1997, LeAnn Rimes interviewed Wynonna on stage at the Country Fest back in 1997, and then they also got to perform together at that same Country Fest performance. So they have worked together prior to LeAnn Rimes' character mentioning those lists of names. Yeah, I mentioned the tech at the top of this video, but I like the show so far. I like how things are very different, and they're just leaning into the country music of it all. I'm sure the majority of the soundtrack of this show is going to be mostly country music, as it should be, because it is located in Nashville. I'm sure they're sprinkling in other types of genres a little bit, but that is going to be all I have to say about my just general nerdy impressions of this new 911 Nashville show. Digging it so far. What do you think about this show? Are you a 911 fan? Have you watched the previous two shows? Are you still watching 911? Drop a comment and let me know, what do you think about the choice of it being in Nashville? Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Give me your reasons why. If you like these type of nerdy details, subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to Nerdy Coolboy Productions Presents Nerdy Notes and this channel, and turn the bell notifications icon on for more breakdowns of films, of Broadway, of TV coverage, Broadway as I see the shows live. And you can follow the podcast, for those of you who are listening, the Silly, Nerdy, and Wordy podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and all podcast platforms. Just search for the Silly, Nerdy, and Wordy podcast and follow the podcast there. And you can follow me on TikTok, as I have the shorts there. Just search for Nerdy Podcaster at Nerdy Podcaster 124, and you can find the shorts there. And with that, that's all for today. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day and sending you good vibes. And until next time, we will talk soon.